and thanks so much for your company on the Great South East. Well, Eagle Street Pier in the city not only affords beautiful views of the river and the Story Bridge, but all along this stretch now are plenty of opportunities to wine and dine. Restaurants like Cha 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 and Aria and Saki may be familiar, but there are a few new additions that are cementing this riverside locale's reputation as the ultimate dining precinct in the city. We'll visit them soon, but first Martin takes us to one of the southeast corner's lesser-known national parks. We answer the call for guide dog puppy carers, and Champs is up, up and away.
Here in Queensland, we have a lot to thank our rail services for. In the bigger picture, they conquered the tyranny of distance and opened up the state that we know today. But in smaller ways, it's surprising what train routes still have to offer, including some that haven't seen a train for years. A short stroll down from the Sunshine Coast Mooloolah train station is a patch of preserved greenery that owes its very existence to Queensland's rich rail history. The Dulaka National Park is home to remnants of the North Coast Line, a narrow gauge rail line that was laid for the steam trains that connected the area to Brisbane more than 100 years ago.
Dulaka National Park was actually just protected for this strip going either side of the railway park for scenic pleasure for railway passengers. So as they were coming up on the railway line, they could look out and see the beautiful forest on either side. So there's about 3 or 4 parks along the Sunshine Coast that are protected just purely for that reason, which is great for today because now we have a beautiful national park.
Cheryl Thompson has been a Queensland Parks and Wildlife Ranger for the last 15 years, and she tells me the 400 or so hectare expanse is full of life. These are beautiful. What are they?
So we've got the cabbage tree palms. They're pretty beautiful. The Liverstonia australis. And, yeah, it's really great that they've come back in the natural environment.
Looks spectacular.
It does.
And this rock wall, I guess, was all cut back when the original line was laid.
Yeah, so we're actually walking on the disused railway line now.
Yep.
It follows the line around here and then heads around to the tunnel. So it would have been a lot of work trying to cut this rock.
Yeah. Dulaka provides outdoor enthusiasts with 3 signed walks, and, as Cheryl referenced, we're heading along the tunnel track. It's a comfortable, flat 3-kilometre stroll that leads to one of this area's most significant historical features, a rail tunnel that was in use until 1932. It would have been tough going building this arch that's 8 metres high and about 100 metres long. Can you imagine doing all this with the most basic of machinery and a few workhorses? But it was worth the sweat and tears, with creation of the North Coast Line considered a milestone. It cut the trip from Gympie back from 1.5 days on a Cobb & Co coach to just 6 hours. So those are the microbats that are taking over the tunnel?
Yeah, and they've made a great opportunity of using the little notches in the top of the roof to roost for the day.
So wildlife's making use of what was a man-made tunnel. Yeah. Horse riders, mountain bikers and walkers are all free to use Dulaka National Park. Maps and further information are available on the Queensland Parks and Wildlife Service website.
The change of season brings with it an excuse to dust off binoculars and head outdoors to Lamington National Park for O'Reilly's Autumn Birding Week. It's a great opportunity for twitchers to tick a few more species off their must-see list. Simply go to the website to book a place. Coming up, Champs shares his unique take on water ballet. Welcome back to the Great Southeast. Eagle Street Pier certainly appears to be the place that people flock to in the city when it comes to finding somewhere special to eat or drink. It's not hard to see why. Take Mr. and Mrs. G River Bar. It offers a laid-back culinary experience with tapas, wine and cocktails. Thank you. It's open till late every night, so why don't you pop in? It's just one in a long list of dining options here at Eagle Street Pier, and I'll be checking out a few of the new kids on the block later in the show.
Just when you think you've seen it all, stuff like this happens. How cool is this? That's as close as a man will ever get to flying.
A scene from the 1965 James Bond flick Thunderball provided the inspiration for this new age contraption. It's called the Jetlev, a machine taking man that one step closer to having his own set of wings, and it has Aussies in a tailspin.
I always watch a lot of James Bond movies.
Yes.
And because I'm a bit of an adrenaline junkie, I saw this straight away. I went to have a shot and then I thought, perfect. This is exactly what I want. This is a dream come true.
Having already established a successful jet ski hire business at Redcliffe called Water Angels, Dave Antonacci couldn't resist adding jetpacks to his lineup.
I'm intrigued. How does it work?
It's the same fundamentals as a jet ski, so the water sucks in and propellers out. So it's the same as a jet ski. It's 250 horsepower.
Wow.
And it's about 4,000 litres a minute. So it's got stream power, it can go 3 stories high, 10 metres high, and it can empty out a swimming pool in a matter of minutes.
Wow. And the Queensland market, you reckon they're going to love it?
Oh, mate, they love it. They already love it. They're already ringing me flat out, and it's been unreal. It's been unbelievable. It's a blessing.
Batman! He couldn't have done it any better. Mate, that's awesome. How does that feel?
It's just awesome, especially on a hot day like today, just to get in the water and be up there with a bit of air blowing in you. It's just perfect.
Richard Gregg is one of the senior pilots charged with teaching beginners like me, and he assures me I've got nothing to worry about.
We have a 5-point safety harness, just like a helicopter or a jet plane.
Yep.
We have full radio control through the helmet too.
Okay.
Instructions, lanyard, just like a jet ski for
Yep.
safety. So yeah, it's full safe, we're government approved, and there's never been an accident.
So it all sounds really simple, just like changing lanes on a highway, I'm told. Slight movements do the trick. Left hand down turns you left, and right hand down, theoretically, should send me heading right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to take to the skies. Wish me luck.
So good to go, champs? Ready to go? Good luck.
Although I'm in the hot seat, my power level, aka jet strength, is actually in the hands of Richard and his remote control, so there's no chance I'll end up miles out to sea.
Steer the car left and it'll come right around.
If you're 16 years or older and under 150 kilos, the Jetlev boys at Water Angels can have you hovering in about 4 minutes. The 90-minute experience costs $349, and that includes introductory training and 2 25-minute lessons.
You've got to come try this place. When you're up really high, it's very, very scary, but very cool. And in true James Bond style, I'm shaken but not stirred. Love it. Thanks, mate.
No worries.
Again this March, Noosa's world-class Point Break will host surfers from across the globe in a massive celebration of beach culture. The Noosa Festival of Surfing program features on-water action by day and music, art, film and fashion by night. Head to the festival website for the full program. Ahead on the show, the eclectic world that is Latrobe Terrace, Paddington. Aren't they adorable? We meet plenty of volunteers on our show from community groups and businesses that need extra helping hands to keep afloat. But lately we received an SOS for a volunteer drive of a different kind. These bouncing Labradors are being groomed as loving companions to people with vision impairments. And helping this brood on the journey to becoming guide dogs is the role of volunteer puppy raisers.
We feel like we're contributing in a small way in that first 9 months, where we take the dog everywhere with us, socialise the pup, do basic training. We feel that it plays an important role in terms of setting up the initial obedience for the dog, and then when we hand the dog back, they go into their formal training then on to become a guide dog. So, I mean, the whole process is an enjoyable one for us, because we see the progression of a pup at 3 months of age, and we see that pup develop through the different stages of them becoming an adult dog, and that's very satisfying for us, because we know that then that dog is set up, prepared, ready then to go into the next lot of training.
Helen Croucher and Matt Perry are rearing their 5th guide dog and loving every day of it.
Vulcan is a beautiful dog, extremely well behaved in our home. He's a little bit of a celebrity down our way. He's on the Guide Dogs Queensland calendar this year.
We hadn't had a dog. We didn't know too much about a dog, and you see people who are very passionate about their dog. Now we understand that. We're passionate.
Yep.
We're one of those people that love our dog. So.
Every dog that we've had has become easy because our confidence and obviously our ability and our dog handling skills have improved, and that's been a good thing. So number 6 will be very easy, won't it?
We couldn't raise a guide dog without our puppy raisers. It would be literally impossible to develop these dogs in the community without people opening up their homes. It's probably one of the most important roles in the guide dog's life, in that they develop a young animal and really tailor them towards and develop the skills they need to be a guide dog as an adult. It's a critical role. It's the one that we value so much with our volunteers. My job is one of the most rewarding I could think of having. Seeing the dogs develop, seeing the people that are connected to the dogs and how it changes their lives. Our volunteers, our puppy raisers, our staff here and the clients, we're all touched by the individuality of these dogs and how clever they are and what they're capable of. And I think I'll never stop being amazed by that.
If you can't say no to these cute little faces, you can become a puppy raiser through Guide Dogs Queensland. Its website has plenty of information about what's involved, because it's quite a commitment. And it's not too late to pick up the latest doggy calendar online. They cost $10.
We're very proud to walk down the street and have a guide dog. We're so passionate about what we're doing and believe fully in what Guide Dogs Queensland are doing, and for us it's actually an honour, isn't it, to have this dog and to be responsible for this dog for 9 months.
The Tribe Terraced is incredibly easy to find. All you do is go past the Suncorp Stadium on your left, follow your nose for a couple of Ks, and it comes up on your right-hand side.
It's just a really lively area, and you've got Monty's chocolate there, and great coffee from Nick, and he hasn't even paid me to say that. He's very good at making coffee. Like, I would never go to have a coffee in the UK because it's not very good, but here, like, I come every morning. Like, there's the Antique Centre. You like the Antique Centre, don't you? And you like drawing here at Java. They